Hello my beautiful bookish friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my April TBR, so let's talk about what I'm going to be reading. 2021, I've given myself a theme for every month of my TBRs, and this month's theme is continuing series. So almost all of the books I'm going to be showing you are either the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever books in a series that I've already started. However, there is one book that is not in theme, and that is simply because my hold for it is up at the library and it is my turn to read it. And that is Kingdom of the Wicked by one of my favorite authors in the world, Geronimo Stilton. I have the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, which is just beautiful and gorgeous and purple and shiny, and I love it. I've kind of avoided listening to people talk about this, but I know it is a very witchy kind of two sisters, one brutal murder, a crest for vengeance. Oh yeah, it's about the 7 circles of hell. I knew that. There's like the kingdoms of the 7 deadly sins, and all of that. So I will be listening to this, and I think I'm also going to try and physically read some of it because Carrie Maniscalco's writing is just fantastic. I love the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. It's one of my favorites, and I'm so excited for this book, and I'm very excited to listen to it / read it. This is the first in a series, so it does have something to do with series, but this is just the first book in a series. So very excited for this one. I really want to get through it very quickly. So yeah. Last month I only read 6 books because all my books were fairly long. So this month I want to get up more to my goal because my goal is 70 books this month. Now I already have well over 20 books, so I'm ahead of schedule. However, I want to make sure that I stay ahead of schedule in case I get in a slumpy month or, something happens like breaking my eye and not being able to read for like a month and a half. I'm going to continue with the Geronimo Stilton series, which is a children's series that I have been reading, and because I can. I have books 16 through 22 right here, and this is basically where I am at in my collection that I have consecutively. So I have read 1 through 15 already. These books are like 115 pages. They're children's books. They're meant for ages like, I think 7 to 10 is what it has on Amazon. However, I love them. They are so helpful when I'm feeling slumpy to just get the satisfaction of finishing a book and wanting to keep that theme going. So there are 7 books here, so obviously that will help me get to my threshold of what I have to read each month, but it'll also put me ahead of schedule. The next book I'm so excited for because I absolutely loved the first one in the series, and that is Steel Tide. It is the second book in the Seafire novel saga. I think it's the Seafire trilogy. The third one is supposed to be coming out soon, but I get them in paperback, so I have to wait a little bit longer. It's a all-female pirate crew with a male prisoner that they have, and I can't really describe this book without giving away the other one, but basically they are going after this captain who has like a fleet of ships who has killed just about everybody on the boat's whole family. And the first book was so good, like characters were killed off, and there's like a love thing kind of going on, and there's great representation in this series. So I'm very excited to read this, and it's kind of steampunky. Like, I don't know if you can tell by their outfits, but there's a lot of metal and like old style guns, but then the ships are made of steel and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to read a pirate book. I've been like really wanting to read pirate books this year, and I've been buying them, but I just haven't been getting to them. So I'm excited to read that one. I try and read a comic or graphic novel every month. Last month I didn't get to it. This month I am, however, because I have the 4th Harley Quinn Rebirth. Poison Ivy and Catwoman are on the front of this one, so I am ready. This one's called Surprise Surprise. I know nothing else about it. I never know anything about these other than that it's Harley, and I'm going to want to read it. At the end of last year, I read The Lying Game, which is a series that I wanted to start like in middle school when the show was on, but now it's off the air. I could probably like watch it on Netflix or something. I'm sure it's on a streaming service. But I'm going to be continuing that series because I really did like the first book. And we have the second book, Never Have I Ever, which is just continuing the twin mystery. These are like mystery thrillers. And then I have Two Truths and a Lie, which is the third one. These are not super long. They are not super hard, dense reads. So I'm hoping to get through at least these two in the series, unless one of the endings just really leaves me on cliffhanger and I have to read the next one. I have the whole series. So I want to try and get through this series by the end of the year. So I want to read at least 2 of these books this month. And the last book I'm going to put officially on my TBR this month. There's a lot of unofficial editions that I can put on here for sure. But that is A Rogue of One's Own. I loved Bringing Down the Duke. It is probably one of my favorite books of the year. This is the second one. It's a companion novel. Like, it's just following one of the characters from Bring Down the Duke. But I really want to count this for this month because I need a romance, because I didn't read any romance last month. And I used to be someone who was like, oh, I'll never read romance. But adult contemporary romance is like my favorite kind of get me out of a slump books. So I'll probably read this one first when I'm done with my Alice in Wonderland book. That being said, there are some books I didn't get to last month that you could count towards this TBR. So I might get to those. I might get another book of the month in there, depending, because I really want to read The Lost Apothecary. But for now, I think I'm good with my stack, considering last month I really struggled getting through my books. So this month, I definitely want to give myself a lighter load on like adult books wise, and just try and get through as many as I can and not put so much pressure on myself to finish them. So that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you're reading this month. I need more, I don't need more ideas for books I need to buy. But I would love some. So let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.